Good morning, Professor and class. This is Giovanni. As with many public task force or agencies, my proposed task force will be heavily influenced by different classical organizational theories. My presentation will demonstrate how these theories might manifest themselves. The first theory that I believe will influence my task force was written by Max Weber in 1921, his theory being the theory of bureaucracy. Max Weber outlined five tenets of his bureaucracy theory, all of which will manifest in my task force. The first tenet is a hierarchy of authority, in other words, a chain of command. Since my proposed task force will need to be created by the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors, a chairperson or department head needs to be appointed. Said individual will be at the top of the hierarchy. According to Weber, bureaucratic authority requires a clearly defined office hierarchy in which positions are organized into levels of authority. Each lower office and personnel is under the control of a higher office or supervisor. Orders are given downward, but at the same time, accountability flows upward. With that, the department head, supervisor, will divide the labor. Labor or assignments will be dictated by the goals and mission statement set forth by the Board of Supervisors and enforced by the head of the department. The head of the department will develop rules and procedures per already established county rules and norms and dictated by state and federal laws. All decisions will be made impersonally, meaning that they are based on objective rules and not personal preferences. By removing personal biases, impersonality strengthens accountability and reinforces trust in the task force. Lastly, all positions will be based on merit. Probation officers must have credentials, case managers with appropriate bachelor's degree, therapists with proper license, and psychiatrists with experience. This will ensure that each role is filled by individuals with the necessary expertise to carry out their responsibility effectively. The next theory that will manifest in my task force is scientific management, created by Frederick W. Taylor in 1911. Keeping in line with Weber, scientific management emphasizes the importance of managers and their role. Scientific management is a management theory that applies scientific methods to analyze and standardize work processes for maximum efficiency. The four key principles are: develop a science for each work element, scientific selection and training, cooperation with workers, and division of work and responsibilities. For my task force, the head of the department will be planning and standardizing work on the premise of evidence-based practice, keeping in line with the first principle. Evidence-based practice will give legitimacy to the task force, hence providing confidence in its findings. As mentioned 2 slides before, positions will be filled by qualified and educated individuals, meaning the first part of scientific selection and training. As far as the training aspect, the head of the department will ensure that all personnel complete all required training and onboarding procedures. Uniformity is key here. All personnel must be on the same page as far as expectations and following the proper protocols. This strengthens efficiency. Next, the head of the task force will have to work hand in hand with staff. In scientific management, cooperation between managers and workers is essential because it helps bridge the gap between planning and executing the goals of the task force set forth by the Board of Supervisors. Lastly, the division of responsibility will naturally manifest itself due to all other steps established. All personnel will know their position and scope of practice. In scientific management, The division of responsibility is important because it makes it clear who does what, while at the same time reduces any misinformation or confusion and increases productivity and efficiency. With that, this brings an end to my presentation. Weber, Weber, bureaucratic theory, and Taylor's scientific management are but only the first two theories that will be showcased in my task force. With that, I wish you all a great week. I hope that your semester goes well, and I am looking forward to your presentations. God bless you all, and have a great day. Bye.